G'day guys and gal, bit of a pissed off video today because something really shitty has happened in the community to someone who absolutely did not deserve it. I'm of course talking about the Remembrancer demonetization situation. As a bit of a lore recap and TLDR, the Remembrancer is a beloved lore content creator, one of the few with zero controversies and easily one of the most dedicated and accurate to the lore. When I say lore YouTubers around 97 to 99% lore accurate, the Remembrancer is like 99.9 to even 100% accurate. We all know our shit, but he lives and breathes this shit. You can tell he genuinely makes his lore videos out of his love and passion. He happily puts the time and effort into videos he knows won't perform well because he knows there are a few thousand people who love the topic and no one else will make that video. Basically, the dude is as true as a 40k lore fan as you can get, and he is the last person who should have to deal with bullshit. Yet his entire channel was recently demonetized by YouTube. All memberships were cancelled, all ad revenue paused, and both of his appeals were denied. But why? It would appear to be because of AI, but not by the Remembrancer. I'm so fucking angry because this is something I've been warning about for a long time now. This could be the first step towards the end of viable 40k lore content on YouTube. I'm angry because no one seemed to give a shit. I'm angry because now it's impacting good people's livelihoods, and I'm angry because there's been a lot of frustration then thrown around in the community that's been quite toxic, but at the most dumb, pointless shit. Now, I didn't know the result of AI infecting the Warhammer content creation space would manifest as arguably the most innocent lore creator there is getting his livelihood ruined, but I knew something was going to give. The Remembrancer did a full video on the situation that I will link below, but to summarize, as well as give my perspective based on my own experiences, a few days before Christmas, great timing YouTube, he was hit with a full channel demonetization, with YouTube citing extremely vague policies he had broken. Like, they didn't say, these 5 videos at this timestamp violate policy 3.6, they just said, you broke the policies, click here for policies, and then that link would take him to a page longer than fucking Macbeth. Now, the Remembrancer did push for even more clarity, so eventually was given a list of policies they said he was violating. These include accusing him of just reading off news feeds or websites for his content, modifying songs or audio by slightly changing pitch or speed to claim them as his own, highly repetitive videos with a minimal variation, image slideshows with minimal value and no commentary. Now, you're probably scratching your head at the above policy violations. None of them remotely apply to the Remembrancer. He writes his own scripts, he isn't a music channel. His videos do have the same format, but so do 99% of YouTuber videos, and he narrates all of his videos with educational commentary. What more so appears to be the case is that his channel has been flagged as AI slop spam. However, YouTube doesn't have an anti-AI policy. In fact, they seem to actively promote AI slop, so instead they just threw 10 policy violations at him and hopes that one sort of sounded correct. I'm not really sure why the Remembrancer has been singled out. There are a number of AI slop trash 40k lore channels that should get nuked and demonetized instead. Instead, they went after a guy who genuinely uses zero AI in his videos. I mean, fuck, the Remembrancer is one of those incredible 40k creators who also commissions awesome artwork for the setting. I strongly believe that as a 40k lore creator, you are obligated to put some money back into the community that you are making money from. Making lore videos, using an artist's artwork, and then profiting off both without giving anything in return more or less makes you a parasite. I've personally sunk about $50,000 or more into artists and animators to make 40k content. The images I'm showing on screen now you've probably seen being posted to Reddit or Facebook or wherever. I produced and paid for all of these. Likewise, here are some awesome artworks the Remembrancer has produced and commissioned for us in turn. But why was the Remembrancer targeted specifically? It's hard to know for sure, but I would say it comes down to 2 things. First, because he rarely puts his face on screen and because his voice is quite steady and immersive, it's easy to assume he is an AI channel, or at least uses an AI voice. However, as far as I know, an AI voice isn't a violation, even if it is a little bit of a cop-out, and the Remembrancer doesn't even use an AI voice. Sure, maybe if YouTube flagged it, he appealed it, and proved it wasn't AI, then they could accept the appeal then sure, but for them to then double down is wild. The second theory is that the Remembrancer got unlucky and got an extremely bitter fuckhead YouTube agent on his case. For those that don't know, the way YouTube operates is extremely strange. The partner support agents who actually deal with you and talk to you are not the ones who determine strikes, appeals, or demonetizations. This is dumb as it means the people you build a relationship with and who understand your channel have no say or impact on it. Instead, some random dude from another team who barely speaks to the partner support team is the one who has the power of a life and death over your channel. The Remembrancer spoke with his rep, Google stuff, and others who were all on his side. But then some random asshole was like, nah, fuck you. When the Remembrancer was contacted about his channel, the email started with, hey little Andrew, which is wild, like what? I can guarantee his Google name isn't Little Andrew. For someone to ignore all appeals evidence and then call you Little Andrew means they probably have some kind of vendetta, and they also seem to hold a lot of control and power. But what does this all mean? Well, for the Remembrancer, it ruined his Christmas and has caused complete financial devastation. YouTube said he can reapply for monetization in 3 months, so that's 3 months of about an 80-90% income reduction for him. That means he has to dive into his savings and emergency funds, which will likely be zeroed out by the time he can reapply for monetization, which also may not even get approved. improved. In the meantime, he won't be uploading any content to his channel until this is sorted, as that is just literally working for free and making videos takes time. So basically, AI coming in and muddling the waters has killed the Remembrancer's channel. Likewise, this could happen to any channel that has a similar vibe and style. Luton, Voldemort, 90% of 40k channels are at risk if this trend continues. I'll probably be fine because of how camera facing I am, and the fact that I'm too retarded for AI to comprehend right now, so it literally can't replace me, but for most others, this is very dangerous. This also flags another issue that I'm sick of hearing about, the idea that YouTubers cannot attempt to maximize their revenue within ethical means. By ethical, I mean like no gambling or crypto or scams and shit. Because the Remembrancer had basically one source of income, that being YouTuber ads and membership, by YouTube cucking him, which YouTube often does, whether it be through copyright strikes, hacks, or whatever, means he is now fucked. If the Remembrancer had allowed more sponsorships or created his own line of cool Warhammer themed desk ornaments or created a paywalled masterclass on 40k lore or anything like that, then he would be in a much better position, because then even though his ads would vanish, he could still use his channel to promote sponsors, brands, or businesses to continue his revenue stream. For me, my ads make up about 1/8 of my revenue, so if this happened to me, I wouldn't be happy, but I'll be fine. I've been in contact with the Remembrancer and I'll see if we can collaborate on some sort of launch for him to help him out financially during this period. Maybe a cool miniature or something. He also has a Patreon you can subscribe to in order to support him in the meantime. But yeah, the idea that content creators can't make a bag and have to just make content free of any promotion or ads because you can't be fucked tapping on your phone a couple times to skip ahead is disgusting, and it's the kind of attitude that makes content creators too worried to actually try properly monetize their platform, which in turn can lead to their financial ruin. So what can you do? Honestly, this video is mostly about awareness. I don't think I can really help get his channel remonetized in the meantime, since he's already tried so many avenues already. However, I'll continue to try spread the message that rampant AI usage in the 40k lore content space will ruin the space. It is already ruining the space. Imagine if this was Luton. This is your official warning. The way things are going is not good. You should not subscribe to AI generated lore channels. You should not watch AI generated lore videos. They're lazy, full of inaccuracies, and although unexpectedly, they are now causing the nuking of genuine channels. Content creators, even ones I seriously dislike, should succeed or fail based on their own merit. It should be their grit, hard work, and innovation that allows them to succeed. It should be their laziness, mistakes, and lack of creativity that should spell the death of their channels, not YouTube screwing them over. I'm hoping this brings us all together in a more common cause, and hopefully we can help stop this sort of thing from happening again. Link to Remembrancer will be below. Peace.